Welcome back, everyone, to BBB Sharing. I'm Evie, Director of Ignite, sparked by BBB. We are in the Ignite studio here at the BBB office, and we have our President and CEO, Barry Morin, here with us. And we also have someone who has miraculously not been in here ever since I started, and that is Jen. Jen, you are our operations manager, right?
Yes.
Awesome. So we're here to talk about something very important because we all know that there's a big storm going on. And we want to talk about some very serious scams that kind of go around times like this when there's, a lot of natural disasters going on. And one of those is storm chasers. And, we have Scam Tracker. We work with Depor. They send us a lot of information about that stuff. And you two know way more about it than I do. Tell me, what are storm chasers?
So storm chasers are individuals who come in after a disaster and typically are not licensed. They're looking for people who are in distress, and they take advantage of folks in a very tough place.
What kind of ways?
Interesting what you shared with me this morning is a reminder that, go out and check the license plates on the vehicles that are sitting in your driveway and maybe down the street because they don't want you to see the vehicle. And you'll see out-of-state plates. That's the first uh-oh moment. And then the contracts that Jen always talks about, so you're not harmed. You want to see a contract that's Virginia license number should be on it, and they should say they're fully insured. Or you could ask them for the document. You have every right.
It's also available online for the Department of Professional and Occupational Regulations. It's dpor.virginia.gov. And you go on license lookup and type in the company's name, and you should see something. Even if they're out of state, they do have to be registered in Virginia to be able to do work here.
Yeah. And a lot of times what they're asking for is a cash deposit, and they're going to be right back. And that's where my antenna would go up. We suggest using a credit card because you can stop payment. You don't give them your personal check because they get all your personal information, banking information. And if you give them cash, you'll probably never see them again. So,
What types of services would they usually be saying that they're offering you?
yeah, it's going to be right now with the storm that just happened in between Hanover County, all the area that we handle. Our consumers have been hit very hard last night, and it might be more coming today. And there's a lot of water on the ground. It's going to make trees come right out of the ground. My house is in Lake Caroline, so it's up and the tornado ripped right through it. So my whole yard, my wooded lot is gone. It's now just open piece of property. So I talked to my insurance agent, and I already knew this, but I had to call and ask just to see. But the insurance does not cover tree down. Unless it came from another yard, then they have to compensate. But if it doesn't fall into a property, a piece of property, a tangible, like a house, a shed, hits your septic tank, you're on your own. So it could run, 10 grand to clean a yard, and the prices are going to get jacked up because these guys got more work they could do. If it hits your roof, there are people that will go around, knock on your door, and say, we can fix this roof for, instead of 12 grand, we could do it 8 grand if you give me cash, or get me a gift card, and they'll run you down to Walmart, get a gift card. You'll never see those people again. So be careful. But your insurance does cover that kind of stuff. But just trees down in the yard, you own that as a homeowner. So welcome to home ownership. And, it's a sad state right now. And you see a lot of people offering help. It always happens. They're in the tree business or the electrical contractor or a plumber, and they want to help. And they're, bless your heart, and praying for you. And by the way, if I can help you, but then make sure you check them at bbb.org because they could be making you look over here when you should be looking over there.
Yep.
And it's the power of the mind. I mean, people are good salespeople, and rip-off artists are the best. They're the best salespeople out there, and they're rotten to the core.
Well, and as Barry's talking about insurance as well, never sign the insurance check over to somebody.
That's a big deal. Yeah.
People do that?
Unfortunately. Yeah, they'll say they'll take the check, and they'll even tell you they'll give you some money back if need be. You'll never see that money. So
You probably won't even see them.
yeah, you'll never do it. So written contracts, everything. calling us after the fact, calling the BBB, 12 on your side, that's wonderful. Nothing good is going to come from it for you.
Yeah, there's
And it
really
just
nothing
takes
you
up
can do.
space on the web, and it's, I cry for those kind of people. We don't laugh at you. We kind of cry, but we actually laugh because if you would have checked BBB.org, if you would have checked DPOR, all the things are in place. It's no longer acceptable to say, I didn't know.
Yeah.
Those days are over. It's 2024. We have the internet. You're Googling everything else, what's on TV, where the movies are, where to go to eat. Protect yourself and protect your family. Tell everybody about this.
That's the thing. If you can go to Google to find something, you can most definitely go to bbb.org. It's way easier to find an accredited business that has licenses, because that's what we check when we vet them to make sure that they have those things.
And insurance.
And you can go to www.dpor.virginia.gov to check the licenses.
Yeah. We live in a great state. I mean, the things they provide for us, we're very lucky. It's not denominational, it's not partisan, it's for all of us. And so to use the agencies to our advantage, that's what we pay for as taxpayers. After the fact, you have to get a lawyer, you have to sue, and when you can't track the people down, good luck getting the money back, because they're not going to give it to you. They're going to bankrupt.
What I thought it was interesting to see, too, reading the tips on the DPOR website, they say not to give more than 10% up front unless it's
Deposit.
unless it's for, custom items or products. And then don't pay more than what the project has been completed. So don't pay 100% of the project until 100% is completed to your satisfaction.
I was going to say, I'm really amazed that people just up and pay somebody up front before anything is even done.
Well, people get desperate. Right now, if you're out of a tree laying on your front porch and on your roof, and yesterday you sat in that house with your child or a dog and you're elderly or young, it doesn't matter, and you went through that tornado, right now you're an emotional basket case, which is rightly so. So just relax, and if the water's not coming in through your roof, take a day, think about it, and get some quotes too. Don't buy the first person, because the guy that says, I could do it right now, there's a truck right behind them that can say the same thing. So, it's just a quick 7 minutes we did, and I hope this helps people, Evie. And Jen, thanks for doing what you're doing. I know you're going to take a lot of complaints next couple of weeks because of this, and it always happens. But again, we're not there. We're the offense, not the defense. We're not a government agency. We can't help. It's not what our brand is all about. But we want to provide information. We want to encourage people to do research. And if they see fit, go with an accredited business. Nobody's perfect, but we try to monitor it to try to get them to start with trust and integrity and respect.
Thank you, Barry. Thank you, Jen, for coming in here and giving people some really important, PSAs about, the storms that we are having and experiencing right now. Everybody, if you're listening to this on Spotify, please make sure you like and follow and comment. It really helps other people be able to know about any PSAs that we send out there, especially when it comes to Scam Tracker and BBB.org. These are really important. I know it kind of seems like, well, duh, for some of these things, but, a lot of us don't know, and we're not aware of some of these things. So make sure you do that, and thank you for listening.